Ladies and gentlemen, you have waited all week.
Yeah, Boogie Page. Throwing it down for Links BMX is ready. I know I am. Just hack the ATB Airways. Let's kick it. All things BMX. It's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if we need some info, they got the best. Like and subscribe, kick back and relax. And it's all things BMX. It's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if we need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. All things BMX are streaming to you. So post up on your couch, screencast to YouTube. It's gonna be fun, it will be a blast. You gotta do much but kick back and relax. They coming to you live from a studio, or they might be at the track, man, you never know. So don't go anywhere when my rhymes are done, cause the show's just starting, let's have some fun. I said it's all thanks BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. I said it's all thanks BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. All things BMX got the boogeyman's back, so I wrote them this track to send some love back. JT, Melissa, Chris and Paul, DJ Damon, can I get it, entertain y'all? And I wonder who they'll have on the show as a guest. I bet someone good who's gonna impress. Guess I will just have to wait and see. Let's get the show going and start the party. Said it's all thanks BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. Like and subscribe, kick back and relax. Said it's all thanks BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like, subscribe, kick back and relax.
All right, welcome into the All Things BMX show. We're on episode 159. We've got the OS20 OG joining us this evening, all the way from the other side of the country. Chris Sutton's going to be joining us here in a few minutes. Chris is a vet pro racer, doing it on that OS20 for Answer. He's going to be joining us in on that Danger Snack satellite video feed, you guys. It's going to be a good night. And Sutton, to my right, you don't look like Chris Beer.
Nope.
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. This is Craig. Craig, what's happening?
Good to be here.
All
Thanks
right.
for the invite.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it. Chris Beer, thanks for taking the night off.
You got the nerves worked out now?
A little bit.
We're live, so it's too late now.
Yeah.
What's happening, Damon? How's it going this evening?
Oh, don't even get me started.
Oh, man. How was traffic?
Well, a big-ass rock hit my windshield and put a big crack dead center.
No.
Dead. I mean, if you look at my Facebook, you can see it on there. It's dead fucking center.
Oh, damn, dude.
So that means I got to work Saturday night to pay for this bitch, and I was going to take it off.
So you're going to be rolling. You just want to roll over here then and sleep for a few hours
that's
before
probably
we
what
take
I'm,
off?
That's probably what I'm doing.
All right,
I'm going to drop my
sounds
gear off at the house and then just come over here.
Got it. I'm up in this microphone, Robert. It's the first time. All right, let's go easy. All right, if you guys got questions for Chris, make sure you get them in the chat. If you got stories about Chris, put them in the chat. We'll share them. Make sure they're good and embarrassing.
Exactly.
We appreciate you guys for joining us this evening. You can always find us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And as always, the video chat is brought to you by our good friends over at Danger Snack. That is the snack. That's the difference between draggin ass and haulin ass. Have you had any of them yet, Craig?
No, I have not.
I'm going to get one. And you're going to take one right in the middle of the show.
Yes.
Oh, it's good stuff, man. All right. I got to tell you what, our opening song is brought to you by Boogeyman himself. If you guys haven't, make sure you check him out. He's got some new songs up. We're going to put the Spotify link in there for you. You can check him out. I'll put it in here in a few because I got to run triple, quadruple duty tonight, all right? Well, this studio is brought to you by where, Damon?
Oh, shit.
There's your pop quiz. I got it highlighted for you.
Oh, man, you called me off guard.
It's our friend that yells, "Rat now."
Just pass me on this.
It's brought to you by our good friends at Desoto BMX. Make sure you guys visit them under the big top. They got some big races coming up. Make sure you go visit them. Speaking of the show chat.
I was thinking about some other shit, so you called me off guard with that shit.
Speaking of the show chat, we want to thank BMX Rocks Photography for sponsoring the show chat. We got a good question for you this evening, as always. And again, questions or comments, make sure you guys put them in there. So last week we had the debate, you leave on lights or do you leave on beeps? That was last week, right?
Yeah,
That was last week's. All right. Lights or beeps. This week, left or right foot forward. All right. So let's know you left-footed or right foot forward. Put it in the chat. We'll get the question up for you. Newsmakers brought to you by our good friends over at 110% Nutrition. Melissa's world famous trivia brought to you by Bombshell Racing Systems. She's got another night off. Craig. Yep.
Yeah.
Since the legend Craig Draggin was in the house tonight, Craig, what do you do? Left foot, right foot forward? I mean,
Right foot.
Right foot.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Beeps or sound?
Beeps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. And the showcase is brought to you by Answer BMX. That's who our guest rides for, one of his sponsors. DJ Damon's brought to you by our good friends over at Hotshop BMX.
All the way from the UK.
There you go, all the way from the UK across the pond. Birthday shout-outs are brought to you by On Two Wheels. Craig's going to slaughter some names this evening. We'll do our best not to help him. And the show opening is brought to you by Gate 9. Our live stream is brought to you by the good people over at Mega Design Group. If you guys need a tent, if you're looking for pretty much anything, they're full service graphic design. They can make boxes for you, whatever you need. Call up Brian, hit him up. The podcast version of the show that you guys can catch a little bit later on is brought to you by Dye Job Apparel. For the best in jerseys, make sure you check them out. Without any further wait, Chris Sutton, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Pretty good. How are you guys?
We are fantastic. Now, it's our understanding it's the first time you've done a live stream or a podcast show, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, we promise it will not be easy. We're just going to have a lot of fun, all right?
Sounds good.
Hopefully you got some drink in that cup. Let's get ready to go. Let's just rock and roll tonight. So first, start off, let us know where you're from, what your home track is.
Phoenix, Arizona. Home track is Black Mountain BMX.
All right.
We
Now,
have Goodyear's pretty close to us too.
all right. And are you left foot or right foot? Which one do you start with?
I am right foot forward.
All right. Lights or beeps?
Beeps.
All right. There we go.
I was lights before they changed the cadence.
Okay. All right. And currently, you're racing Vet Pro, correct? How long you been in the class?
I've actually, I think, ridden 2 races since I've been injured. Utah and Louisville.
All right. What was the injury?
I've been dealing with a groin injury since Louisville, and then I blew out my ACL at the trails in January. Had surgery 6 weeks ago, so I'm just currently rehabbing that.
Okay.
I just rub some dirt on it. You'll be all right.
I tried, it wasn't working.
And you want to let us know, as we get started here, your current sponsors that you have that you're riding for.
Factory Answer, Escort Bicycles, Renan, Rhino Power. That's it. Yeah, that's the main ones.
All right. Well, we like to ask every guest this question. How did you find the sport of BMX?
I originally raced quarter midgets. It's pretty much like a go-kart with a roll cage. I raced that from like maybe 9 to maybe a little older than that, 10 to I don't know, 13. I was actually at the Western Grands in Pueblo, Colorado, and a kid had a bike for sale, a Mongoose Super Goose, back in, it was 1998, and I begged my dad to buy it for me, and he did, and then that was the start to BMX.
Very cool. And do you remember the first track you raced at?
Thrashline BMX.
Nice. You have you been riding nonstop since then?
I rode from 98 to probably 04.
Mm-hmm.
And then had 4 kids, and then I stopped in 04, and I came back in 10, and I've been back ever since.
Nice.
Man, them kids will put a damper on things sometimes.
They're worth it though.
They are, but it's like, do I go ride or do I got to feed this kid, his dinner?
Yeah.
Shut up, kid. I'm trying to go ride. No.
Did you race last weekend there in Nashville, or did you just go and spectate?
No, I've just been watching.
Did you? All right.
I'm probably, hopefully, maybe another 3 months.
Ooh, man.
Dang. All right. You still got a little while. All right.
Just in time for grants.
Very.
That's right.
Right. You gonna jump in and bang bars at Grands then if you're all healed up?
Yeah, that's the plan. I would like to maybe hit the second Rock Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll see how recovery goes.
All right.
I did my left ACL back in 2016, and I was able to come back in 4 months. That's the first year I won Grands.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Speaking of Rock Hill, I know in years past, some of the vet pros have been wanting to just say, skip it, let's all go down the big hill. How do you feel about that?
I'm all for the big hill.
Okay. I was just curious about that because I know Barry Nobles brought that up at a race one time, and it was like, no. Wait, all of vet pros was for it except for one guy.
There was the one guy, and I, not mention names, I had talked to him in Louisville, and he told me, if you want to run the big hill, go run Elite.
Yeah.
So, I mean, especially in Louisville, I think the big hill is easier than the amateur side.
Really?
It's a filled-in tabletop, and it's one extra less jump, and you're going more speed.
Okay. All right.
They just redid Louisville, didn't they? That whole track.
I don't know. I don't think they did the whole track.
I think they redid amateur side and a little bit of second straight, or maybe all of second straight.
Looks nice.
Yeah, I saw some videos on there.
I won't be there. You going, Craig?
That's the first national I'll be back at.
I forgot we had two people tonight on IR. Yeah, Chris and you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Man, everyone's getting hurt, man. Everyone's been healing up, though.
Hopefully I don't get hurt anytime soon. Knock on some wood. Shit.
You, so recently married. If you guys are in the sport, you know about that. But do you have, outside of BMX, you got any hobbies that you do other than riding the bike, riding trails, and racing?
I did play softball for a little bit, but that groin injury was pretty nagging, so I had to stop. I like doing everything.
Is there any other pros that you like usually when you were, able to practice, hang out with, and do any training with? Or?
No, but it was Utah was my first vet pro race, and it was pretty insane just to be in the gate with some of those guys.
Yeah. Who are some of the pros that you were looking up to growing up?
Warwick Stevenson, Mario Soto. I think else is that. Those are two of them.
How about now that you're on, you're in the vet pro class, who's somebody that maybe you had looked up to now that you're getting in the gate with?
Probably KJ Romero.
Yeah. Okay.
I had to race him back in amateur days, and he was dumb fast towards the end of amateur into pro.
Mm-hmm.
So it was it's pretty cool getting to ride with him now.
Nice. Do you got a day job that you do?
Yeah, I do home construction.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll have to get you out here when we redo the studio. Because I have no ability for that. Just get like a new table across here, look like ESPN or something.
He probably could knock it out real quick and just be like, boop, boop.
There we go. Tell you what, when Waterford gets the national, and the next Michigan track, we'll have him come over. We'll do a show with you in the studio. So, is Black Mountain your favorite track when you're riding and not on injured reserve?
I haven't ridden the new one, so I couldn't tell you. But we were riding at Goodyear before, and it's a pretty fun track all around. It's got a pro set. It's got some technical stuff. So I like to ride Chandler more, but it's just it's a hike to get up there during the week.
How far is that from you?
Maybe an hour and 6 minutes door to door.
Damn. All right.
Ah, that's not bad.
Well,
Kingman's pretty fun, but it's like 2.5 to Kingman.
All right, so what's one of your favorite tracks on the national circuit?
Probably Rock Hill.
Nice.
Although I haven't raced the new layout.
Okay.
Do you prefer the asphalt turns or versus like
The dirt.
the dirt turns?
I like asphalt, but the only downfall of racing on asphalt is going down on it.
Yeah.
I still think Kingman has some of the best asphalt turns on the circuit.
nice.
Haven't made it to that track yet. So.
Nope.
One day.
That's a long ways for us.
We'll get there one day.
It's not
It's a smaller track, but it's super fun.
nice.
We always try to make the state qualifiers there.
It's going to come back from the injury, and what's the future plans? You got like a timeline you want to stay in Vet Pro? You're looking to stay there as long as you can, or do you got like a hey, I'm here, and if I do this, I'm out?
Yeah, and I had a lot of people message me, since I was injured, hey, you're going to come back and reclass now? And the answer is still no. I think I've done what I wanted to do in amateur, and I think it's just time to move on.
What were some of the that you've done in amateur? What's some of the achievements you've had?
I have 7 national titles in amateur.
Oh,
Nice.
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 Yeah, I think you did what you needed to do in amateur. So.
I know I'm capable of more. It's just it's a lot of work. There's some heavy hitters in the Vet Pro class.
Well, I mean, just let the air out of a few tires before you get into gate of some of the Vet Pros, and you'd be good to go.
Those guys can probably still horse with low tires.
Or better yet, tell them their shoe was untied right before the gate drop. Hey, the strap on your clips broke. Let's see what happens.
How long you been on S Square?
I think I got on there in 2019, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
It was, I remember riding back in the early 2000s, 2000, 2001, I rode Answer parts and Answer gear, and it was just pretty insane just to get the call from John to come onto the team. It was pretty cool.
Who were you riding with before then?
Full Risk.
Okay. Not a bad time.
They took really good care of me. I had a lot of fun on there as well.
Nice.
Well, the chat room's filling up here real quick, so I'll jump over there real fast. I know I at least see one of the questions in there for you. So real quick, I'll jump in there and just say hi to everybody. Joe Rincon, he's the TO of Toledo. Hey, man, thanks for joining. They got a race going on, so sure he's walking around listening with his earbud in. Low and Slow, got to meet him this past weekend down at Toledo.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
Really nice guy. Josh Blair's joining us from New York. If you guys got questions, comments, throw them in the chat. Skyway Nick Dasani's in here. He says hello, and he wanted me to make sure you know. He said, "What's up?"
Well, Nicky.
You think of them graphite wheels he runs? I think it's
I
rad.
have set when I was younger. They're pretty cool.
It's awesome. Martin Kennard from Florida's joining us. He says hello. Jeff Milkey says he's in. How's everything going? We got Nick Valencia's in there, and he says he's right foot leaves on the lights. Sean Gifford's joining us. Mark Zim's in here. Jim Bosco, and if I missed anybody, I'll get you guys next time around, because I think it was just us at the beginning making sure the link was working. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Dave D'Ortonia, what's happening, man? Always a good time. And he jumps in. And then Brian Fell's also joining, but he doesn't go in the chat room. He just messages me on the phone, so it's more shit we got to pay attention to here.
Do this, do that.
So quick question for you was, oh shit, the whole screen adjusted on me. Where'd Cardozo's question go? Oh, that's a good question, Cardoza. Do you wish Pro Cruiser was back, Chris?
I do, and I have talked to Luna about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to make a push for it. Maybe if they can do like a 3 race series just to see who hops in there.
That would be nice.
I think it could make a good run. I'm pretty sure Barry would hop in there. There's a lot of amateurs that I talked to that said that they would turn pro if they had a Pro Cruiser.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could be big. And we can make it like, I know USA BMX doesn't want to pay for it, but maybe we do like a entry fee of all entry fees go towards the payout. I know it's not a lot, but I think it would just be a fun deal.
I think it'd be easy to find some sponsors for that, though.
I think so too.
I do. Like, inside the sport, it'd be, there'd be people that want to bring that back and see that.
And I wouldn't see why we couldn't run our cruisers in Pro Open and non-Pro Nationals.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I think you'd have a lot of people, like you said.
I think, I know I've had a couple of people say, the cruisers are slower than the class bikes, but I think, I don't think that's true.
I don't think so either. If you watch some of those guys on the cruisers, they're flying.
I think if you've got heart, you could beat anybody on a 20-inch versus a cruiser.
Agreed. But I like this idea of being able to toss a cruiser in, it just in a Pro Open though. Like, if you guys in the chat, let us know what you guys think of that. I think that could be big.
Yeah, I think so too. I would
I
love to
wouldn't
see that.
get any difference than, I think 2017 I ran my cruiser at Rock Hill in the Super X class.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty fun running down the big hill on my cruiser.
Oh, you really had to been flying on that thing.
I definitely couldn't push to the first jump. I kept overshooting. I didn't want to suck my butt in the tire.
All right. Yeah, I'm all about seeing a Pro Cruiser race come back.
In the Pro class, outside of Vet Pro, in the Pro class, who do you think would be dominating on a cruiser?
I don't really know too many people that rode cruisers on the Elite. I feel like anybody tall would be really good on a cruiser.
Got Damien.
Okay.
Lacombe?
Yeah.
He basically runs a cruiser right now.
Yeah.
Is he on
He
OS?
literally manuals the pro sets on his OS.
Yeah.
Okay. Even in Vet Pro, who do you think would dominate on cruiser?
Probably Barry.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay. I think Upshaw would do pretty good on a Pro Cruiser.
There's no
Yeah.
Because he'll have a bike.
Does
Huh?
Upshaw ran cruiser?
No. I've never seen him run cruiser. He's
Let's
always
go back. None of his amateur days he rode cruiser?
not that I can remember. So
Somebody.
I feel like he'd be good on a cruiser too.
Me
yeah.
too.
I mean, he'll have a bike that actually fits him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's doing good on the bike that he has now and all his bikes, but he can actually get that 23-inch top tube cruiser and just like kill it.
I feel like bikes are much more adjustable now than they've ever been.
Oh, most definite.
Like I look back at the, 80s and early 90s, people riding like 19.5-inch top tubes is insane to me.
19 was
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Some of them was like 18 and a half.
Yeah. It's insane.
That's why they all had layback seat posts on them.
Yeah.
Just so you can.
Super Jack Ford.
Yeah.
It was wasn't it on the cruise? We were talking to Stu Thompson,
Yep.
and he was like, "Yeah, those." He showed a picture of him on like an 18-inch top tube, and I'd only saw pictures of him. So seeing him in person, thinking that dude was on that little bitty,
Yeah.
Yeah.
tiny little bike, had to look like he was riding a push bike.
Because he's like, what, 6'2"? 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's really tall.
Riding an 18-inch top tube?
that's wild. So kind of move away from the cruiser thing. Right now in the sport, if there's one thing that you could fix, you could just wave a wand, Chris. What would it be?
I don't know, to be honest. I think everything works pretty good. I wish the local scene would be as big as it used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, and I tell my wife this a lot. I told her back in the early 2000s, late 90s, we'd have 75 motos a night at Black Mountain on Fridays.
Whoo, nice.
I mean, now we're lucky to have 30.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a bigger push for the national scene.
Mm-hmm.
I wish people would come back and race local stuff.
How do you fix that with the emphasis and the amount of nationals in your perspective on it? I mean, there's obviously no right or wrong answer, but you know.
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe by pushing a little bit on local stuff for USA BMX, maybe they say, hey, you need to have 40 local races versus, what is it now, 8?
Dude, I don't even know. That's sad.
I want to say it's 8. I would bump that number up.
Yeah.
I would bring everybody back to the local scene. I mean, I remember being, 13, 14, watching the older guys race, pro-ams and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was psyched to watch that. And I feel like there's not a lot of that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I was running, when I was riding at Black Mountain, we were doing weekend pro-ams, and it was cool to see all the kind of kids excited about watching.
All right, let me ask you this, Chris. What do you think if the schools would get involved into the sport? If you can get the schools involved to the BMX sport, like, school versus school, like how they have like basketball and baseball and stuff like that. How do you think that would work out?
I think that would be good too. It's just getting them to actually do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be, I don't know, maybe USA BMX could have, one of their people go from school to school talking about it, getting kids interested.
Well, it's like the mountain biking side has the scholastic side, mm-hmm. where they do have that built in.
Yeah.
Obviously that's a little bigger, but yeah, I think just getting it kind of to Chris's point, getting somebody there and at the schools talking about the sport, like how cool would that be?
It would be cool to like see like a local, this high school versus this high school, not on your actual race night, your normal race night, but like on a off night, and like, 4 or 5 different schools out there battling out, in high school. I think that would be kind of nice.
Back in the day, we all had like football rivalries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My high school didn't. I mean, they had a football team, but it wasn't really. So I'm aware there's football rivalries at high school and stuff. Like, how cool would it be to have a
BMX
rivalry?
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
Just to get more people out to the track. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole different scene. Like, I remember when I was a kid, it's like everybody was. Our parents didn't know where we were. I mean, we were gone for 8 hours. It's like now we're so connected, and they got so many other options. It seems like, but
Bosco brings up a point. He says, "Go back to one national a month." You think that would help, Chris?
Yeah. Just get more people riding. I think it would help. Yeah. I mean, what are we at, like a national every weekend right now?
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's 30. Isn't it 32 nationals out of 52 weeks? Something like that. It's pretty
Wow,
wild.
that's crazy.
But even if you look at the weekends, you got like 3 nationals in one weekend. And was it you and I, Damon, talking about this? Like, oh no, I think it was Melissa and I. We were saying, like, you could have the same emphasis, just make a weekend one national. I mean, it's just one national the whole weekend. So instead of having X amount towards your year end, you just lower that number, and the emphasis is still the same. Granted, you're gonna miss on some entry fees and so on, but like, I see that that would open up a little bit. You know, keep Fridays open so you still could travel.
Yeah.
And that's rough. Like, you know this, man. You gotta, well, especially for you running the pro class. You guys sometimes got to be there even a day earlier than the rest of the AMs. You know, like you guys are supposed to practice Wednesday at Nashville. That's like, so that means you're Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come home. That's a long. How the hell do you do that for?
Especially taking off work.
Yeah, you gotta take off
I know
work.
you got to hold a day job.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Do you your construction that you're doing, is that your own company or do you work for somebody?
No, it's a buddy of mine.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, like
So he understands that you need off to go race.
Yeah, his son actually used to ride, so he's super cool with it.
Oh, okay. Not a lot of bosses are cool with it like that, you know.
right.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a real job in race BMX.
Yeah, I ran
plus
into that.
you have to, you know, the injuries too. You got to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ran into that problem one time. A race got rescheduled, and my boss was like, "Well, you can go, but you may not have a job when you come back." I was like, I guess I'm not making that race. So, all right. So, Chris, you like, you know, the king of the OS. So, I mean, how did you feel making that jump, you know, from regular 20-inch to OS?
I always, even from back in the day, I loved riding cruiser. It was just more my size. I've always been kind of sketchy on 20.
Okay.
And I know when the OS was kind of, I want to say 2017, we were experimenting with 20-inch frames with OS wheels, and it just didn't feel right. So S Squared, John had hit me up and said that they were making some prototypes. So I hopped on the third. He made 3 of them. I hopped on the third one that they made, and it rode pretty good. There were some slight adjustments that we made, and it finally rode awesome. And that's what I've been riding since then.
Okay.
And I love cruiser, but how long that I've been riding the OS with the new adjustments, I don't even really care to ride the cruiser anymore. And I could probably definitely never go back to 20-inch.
What's the biggest difference for you between the 20 and OS? Like, what was the big thing for you? You said that there was obviously a big gain when they went to the OS 20 frame specific, but overall, like, if someone was to say top 2 things that you'll notice, what is it?
I would just say comfortable, and it is faster. I know people argue with on tire size and smaller tires being faster, but I don't think so. I've won, I think maybe 3 or 4 years. I won Grands Open for 31 and over on my cruiser.
Does the bottom bracket height change when you were using it running the same crank size or length?
It's the same height as an actual 20-inch or my cruiser.
Okay.
So they dropped the whole geometry around the frame to match the cruiser, so they're identical.
Okay.
So if I'm hopping from one bike to another, which I have done in the past couple of years,
You don't really notice the difference?
no, not at all. Minus the tire rub in the rear on the cruiser. I remember, I can't remember what race it was. No. Oh, it's not in here. I don't remember what race. Maryland, I think 2 years ago. I had been hitting the triple all practice and hadn't had any issues. First moto, I hit the triple, and I caught my butt, and it face planted me down into the asphalt turn.
Ooh.
Ripped open like my side of my hip, gashed it open pretty bad. It was like the start of COVID, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have to go to the hospital and get stitches." And I was like, "Well, I'm not going to the hospital, so just tape it up and we'll be good to go." And I think after that, I called Woody and I told him, "Hey man, I want to get something designed. Not really a fender. We can call it a fender, but I want it to look a little different."
What did you ultimately end up, for those that haven't seen this, what was it that you ultimately ended up making?
We ended up doing 2 tubes down the back with gussets in between. And we're now actually on our, I think, 3rd or 4th design. So we got rid of the welds and we did some bolt-in adjustments, and it's super solid now.
Nice.
I'm trying to pull up a picture of it.
I was
Any of
gonna
your
say.
bikes behind you have it on it?
I don't. George Goodall had to borrow mine for one of his races a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
So he has it. I know it probably looks goofy, but at the end of the day, I can go to work.
Oh,
I'm not injured or laying in the hospital or broke off.
Skip that. You let a bike out of your sight, man. I don't know about that. I don't think I could do that. You want to borrow what? Nah, I'm good. You can take one of my kids, but you can't take my bike. No.
But I'll look and see if I can pull up a picture while we're talking here. We are going to jump to a couple commercials real quick, Chris. You guys don't go anywhere. If you got questions, which we've got one in the chat that's burning up right now, Van Pelt, I'll make sure I get to that question as soon as we come back from commercial break. Damon, you going to take us on out? All right. This is DJ Damon.
DB Sports World, the best value in the world on bikes, parts, and equipment.
It's time.
BrandedPopUps.com. Get a canopy from your favorite brands such as Carbone Cartel, Shadow Conspiracy, 110% Nutrition, Profile Racing, Union Square Shoes, ProGate, and Gate 9 Designs, among others. Each canopy is 10 foot by 10 foot, comes with a user-friendly collapsible aluminum frame, UV coated for sun protection, and water and flame resistant. Visit our website for the full offerings of your favorite BMX brands. BrandedPopUps.com.
DJ Damon bringing us back from commercial break. Hey man, were you down in Toledo last weekend DJing again?
Yes, I was.
Did live police come in and visit you at all?
No, I was looking for him, but you know.
Dude, every week I'm down. I'm watching, tuning in, being like, any week now, Damon's gonna be on TV.
I'm looking out the DJ booth out through the window, like, all right, they should be rolling by any minute now.
All right. Chris, welcome back. Everybody, welcome back in. I was able to find the pictures. Thanks for sending them over. I'll get them up on the screen real quick. Would you like to introduce who we have with us now?
This is my wife, Lexi.
Thank you for joining the show this evening, Lexi.
Hello, Lexi.
Hi, Lexi.
Have you been on a podcast or a live stream BMX show yet?
No,
Perfect.
never.
There we go.
She's much better at talking than I am.
Well, we actually had a couple people want to know what the pooch's name was.
Yeah.
This is Axel.
All right. Before we went to commercial break, real quick, I had Van Pelt 408 ask, wanted to know your view of the Vet Pro purse right now and the year end for Vet Pro payouts, and if you could change it, where do you think it should fall?
I think it's a slap in the face, honestly. $500 for kind of putting everything on the line. I know we're not as big as the elite class, but I think I don't know, $1,000 to win would be more sufficient.
I'm right there with you on that.
I think if they want to grow that, it's a fun class to watch, and if they show that it's growing, that more people would like to get in it. You know?
Well, dude, I mean, this year, I think of any year, has probably been one that's had the most eyes on Vet Pro. I came back in 17, but it's been the one that everyone's been talking about.
Yeah.
And I think it's only going to get bigger.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Especially with it being, 30 years old. I mean, if you think about it, I think, isn't Joris 30?
33.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think about Joris running the Vet Pro class.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm with you. The payout needs to be a lot higher because if you do the math on how much a Vet Pro spends that weekend, and
But yeah,
you get like $500, per day. It's crazy.
I mean, that's the thing. Sorry, like the cost to get to the race is still the same.
Yeah.
Whether you're Vet Pro, amateur or not, it's still the same. Mm-hmm. And what were you gonna say, Chris?
Flight, rental car, hotel. I mean,
What's a wonderful supply?
I think our flights each are like $500. Then you're talking, I don't know, $500 for a hotel, $200 to $300 for a rental car. And then you're only winning $500, and that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty hard in the Vet Pro class.
Yeah.
They make you get a timer too, don't they? Is it mandatory?
Yeah.
That is required.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where I would draw the line.
They should throw that in for
like if I got to buy a transponder after only making $500 for the weekend. Let's face it, I'll never make that. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't even think elite covers all of those expenses even to win.
I mean, maybe on a Supercross though.
Yeah, maybe on a Supercross, but not on a Nashville race.
What do you mean? What was? Yeah, I'll have to look that up real quick. What the payout was down at Nashville, because that's got to be falling ton on the sponsors there. Lexi, what class are you running right now?
I am an elite women.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yeah, that's new this year.
Yeah, I remember you raced in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nashville was super fun.
That's one of my favorite tracks.
How'd you finish?
Not the best. We got motored both days, but it's only my second pro race, so I'm still learning each lap.
That's a deep class too.
Yeah.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
man.
You had what, 14, 15 riders that weekend in Nashville?
Yeah, I think we had about 12 the first day, 11 on the second day.
Okay, that was close. Yeah.
So yeah, and most of the elites were in Turkey, so not all the heavy hitters were there either.
Still, I mean, the ones that were there still are. They're no slouch.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, they're all fast.
I don't think there's anybody slow in the class.
Right.
It's definitely a change of pace from amateur.
Okay.
But the pro schedule is, I think,
Much nicer.
far better than the amateur schedule. I mean, I think we were out of there Saturday by
I think Maine ran at 2.
2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Yeah, we left, went and seen
Like
the whole
tourists.
seen the whole town, and then it was awesome.
Yeah, that's a fun town to be in when you got time to spend.
Yeah, lots of good barbecue, great music spots. DJ there a few times, so love it.
Hey, the last
Downtown Nashville is awesome.
The
Yes,
last time I was there, I'll just say this: I took full advantage of downtown, and it was I forgot what state I was in. It was actually I think on my Instagram
that was the time before.
Was it?
Yeah, the time last time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Last time you didn't get to see shit.
No, I had to drive down there and pick Alicia up and come home.
Right, the
So,
time
two
before
times
that.
Ago, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were a transporter.
I was. I did play transporter.
Yeah.
That was the funniest time ever.
Did you go down to the Country Music Hall of Fame?
No, but I might have been there. I honestly, I couldn't remember. We got done with the race. It was the last time I raced there was the year all the pros walked off the hill. Sam started it, and they did the walk off. I stray got motoed, and I was like, well, I hear there's a lot of bars downtown. Let's go. And I remember putting on my Instagram page something about Nashville's a pretty cool state. And my mom's like, you're not driving, are you? I was like, I can't read anymore. That was great.
I literally couldn't hear for probably 2 days.
Yeah.
Just the music.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In like every bar, and I was like, "That's."
Every bar you walk into, who's ever playing, band, artist, whatever, like I'm always amazed. I'm like, how are you not on the radio or like famous?
Yeah.
It's like
They're all good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
like we were in a bar that I don't know, maybe could have held 40, 60 people tops, and the band playing. I was like, this is way better than any of the stuff that's on the radio. It was, and every bar we crawled and stumbled into was that way.
The street performers are really, really good that I saw. It's like there's like even full bands in the street playing.
Can you name one of the bars you went to, Craig?
Kid Rock, Honky Tonk.
How about you, Chris? Do you remember any of them?
We went to Kid Rock,
Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan, Lucky Bastard.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
None of them were there when I was down there.
No.
Well, I mean, they were probably there last year when we had a friend of ours go down there and her boyfriend got sideways, and Melissa and I had to drive down, pick her up, and drive right back.
But I know at Kid Rock they had 3 or 4 levels, and there was a band on each level.
Yeah, that's
Really?
what it was when. Yeah.
Is it?
Wow.
I remember us dancing and jumping around. I think we're on the
We
third,
were on the fourth floor.
4th floor, and I'm like, the floor is about to cave.
Hey, Lexi, Robert Cardoza, and Jane wanted to make sure that they said they passed along that they said hello.
Oh, hello there. We miss you guys. Been a minute.
I don't think we've seen them since like one of the winners.
Probably the last state race we went to. I don't know. It's been a minute, but good to hear from you guys.
All right. I got a question for Chris, real quick. Chris, your lovely wife is over there hanging on her bike. I mean, you don't want to get her a chair or nothing, man, or?
It's warmed up for practice here in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of ride tonight,
Like it.
I'm pretty jealous. I got to go to the track and watch her ride as well as everybody else.
Very hard.
Okay.
I get the chair, she gets the bike.
He wishes he had the bike, is what he's saying.
I mean, we could get you like a custom built trike or something. You can get out there on that.
I honestly thought about trying to pump around tonight, but it's probably not a good idea.
Okay.
Is the burgundy lime green behind you? Is that the current bike?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. FYI, that color scheme is awesome.
Like purple faded in. Actually, I think it's like an illusion violet faded into fluorescent yellow.
Oh, we need a better look at that.
Funny story. I think I have it right here.
Do you have it, Justin?
No, I have it in his slideshow. It'll come up in a few.
Okay.
We've got the filter on the screen. So
I'm in this white phase right now.
Yeah.
I almost tore it apart and sent it to get powder coated like pearl white.
Ain't nothing wrong with pearl white. I mean,
He
Lexi.
just bought some all white shoes.
Ooh.
That's
They make you look faster. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So let me get this straight. You got thinking about an all-pro white bike with pro white shoes. So you going with the Clark Griswold look?
Absolutely.
All right. I didn't
Lexi,
think anybody would get that. But,
what's your Lexi? What's your favorite track on the national circuit?
I mean, I don't want to be like Chris and say Nashville. I mean Rock Hill. I know we said that earlier. I was listening in, but I think Nashville right now. After racing there, I had a blast.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Was that your first time there, or?
Only my second time, but
Okay.
that first year intimidates me. It's so long, but I had such a good time, just like pedaling my little heart out.
Nice.
I remember we trained for that race 2 years ago. We probably did 3 or 4 weeks of sprints twice a week.
Long.
Probably 150 foot, 200 foot sprints. And I don't think we were still prepared when we went there.
That's a beast.
That's a long track. That first straight is a killer.
Yeah.
We don't have anything even like comparable to that in Arizona. So I feel like our first jump comes up so fast. So having a sprint like that is so different.
I'm with you on that.
It was fun watching the elites because you could because it's so long. You knew where the gas tank ended for many.
Yeah.
They hit
I was watching from the infield, and they were pulling onto that table at full speed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
I had watched Isaac Kennedy bonk it in practice, and I thought for sure he was going down.
We watched Jeremy Smith go down, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I watched Jeremy Smith loop on it. It was pretty bad.
Yeah,
I mean, they should just fly over it like I do.
They changed.
well, Isaac wasn't even like full health yet, so he might not have been in his best interest be trying to do that at full speed. He was wasn't he on the week before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the week before. He was just
At
healing
the-
up from an injury.
From Legacy
Yeah,
National.
from
Yep.
Legacy. Yeah. Are you guys going to do the Midwest race in Rockford?
No.
No?
It's funny. I rode Rockford. It was like a kind of like a bucket list thing. I heard of Rockford, and I want to say it was 2017, maybe 2018, and I rode there. I don't really like that track.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe the dog leg, the turns were pretty small. Well, and it was like, I think it was
Superhuman.
It was like 99 degrees with 99% humidity when I was there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think that was like, it was like all of everything together that kind of, I was like, I was like, I don't want to come back here again.
It was
But-
the original Bermzilla.
Yeah,
right?
but that's
It
another
was.
track that actually has a very fast first straight too, though.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was exhausted, and it was Sunday. I led the whole race, and I got passed at the finish line.
Oh,
And I
that
was
hurts.
I was pedaling my heart out, like my hands were frozen in the bars. It was bad.
Well, maybe one day you'll change your mind and come back out this way.
Mick, I need to go up there like during the winter or something.
A cooler one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you make it out here during the winter, we could get him up to raise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys would love that place. It's just,
The indoor?
yeah, 200,000
Yeah.
square feet of just pure Disney World for BMXers.
We've seen so many videos, and that's definitely on our bucket list.
Yeah, that's only a few hours for us here, and we are definitely spoiled with that.
The weekend of the old fools is like
Yes,
definitely a time to go.
that's when you need to fly out. Yep. It's always a good time there.
Because you never know who's going to pop in for that weekend of activities. And
Yeah, you could be
yeah.
in a pump track race with Stu Thompson.
You could. One year, Brian Foster just showed up.
Right.
Yeah. I remember.
I actually seen Stu at the Supercross race down here in Glendale.
You follow Supercross, motocross?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, good, because that's going to come into play here in a few minutes. All right.
All right.
You want to? Well, we got a couple more questions for you, and then we're going to move into the lightning round. But this is always good for debate here. and this is for both of you guys. Like, how do we in BMX? How do we get back the big sponsorships back in the sport, like the Chevy trucks and so on, like outside of the industry? How do we get those big sponsors back into the sport?
I would probably say, I don't know, TV commercials maybe.
Okay. All right.
More broadcasting for it.
Yeah, I mean, look how big social media is right now. I feel like that's everything as far as sponsor-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like BMX is such like a small community.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people who don't already race know about the sport. So if we can figure out how to make it more known, like football or baseball, then that would be a game changer.
Yeah.
But how you do that, that's the hard part. I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, I would love to see. Yeah, I would love to see like the automakers, sponsor some races, or even like sponsor the year-end race for the Grands, and be like, okay, pro get this, Each winner of the pro at the Grands, they each get like some type of vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, that's back in the early 2000s. They're giving away snowmobiles and cars, and
right
now you get a scooter.
Yeah.
If they do it that year, you never know.
Yeah.
Might get a scooter.
What? A scooter.
Yeah.
A scooter. Let me just say this again, as Chris said. A fucking scooter. I added the first part.
Razor
scooter.
Isn't that what they gave away last year? Was a scooter?
Like a little motorized.
Yeah.
Yeah, scooter.
What was it? 2 years ago, I think Joris got a Razor little dirt bike.
So was that like motorcycle
Didn't
thing? That
Delaney-
COVID year, they got a legit LimeWire from Harley.
Yeah, Delaney
Yeah.
Vaughn.
Yeah. But the year before that, I think they got that like little Razor. I don't know.
The mini bike. Yeah.
Little Razor mini bike.
Yeah.
Dude, how rough is that?
Yeah.
You're like, one year it's a LimeWire, like a legit motorcycle, and then the next year you get a Razor scooter.
That you can go buy at Walmart.
And a fanny pack.
And
Yeah.
you get a fanny pack
Fanny
too?
pack, yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
Do they still have those?
If they don't get fanny packs out, it's the one thing we might be able to budget for. Be like, fanny packs for the pros from All Things BMX Show.
But but Nick throwing in the cash last year for a lot of the pros and all that
That
stuff
made
was
a
cool.
huge difference, man.
That helped out a lot. That made it worthwhile a little bit,
Was it a scooter last year too?
I
know there was some.
I don't think they gave anything last year.
Really?
Dad, I don't remember.
Man.
What we need about 5 more Nicks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You need like a union representation, a union steward,
Can we just
Pro.
hire Nick?
a pro union
Right, yeah,
steward.
let's just hire Nick for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just hire Nick. Nick will
With an
take care of
actual
business.
job
Yeah.
in-house.
I mean, but Nick is going hard this year with like the giveaways and all that stuff and the raffles. So that first may be up there a little bit.
Needs to hire Nick.
I don't think that's too far out, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like I think if we could start like a pool and gamble it, I'm gonna say it's less than 2 years that he'll be working for the sanction. I do. I mean, you look at his idea. It's total crowdsourcing, right? So he goes to people, he says you want to be part of it. They give him the award.
Mm-hmm.
He takes the award, raffles the award off. It's all like, it's just handing
He's
it
got
out.
it down.
Yeah, he does.
I really wanted the knife from last month. Did you see that thing?
No.
Oh, that
Dude,
was
those
it was
knives
beautiful.
were badass. Like that was, you could keep the Bluetooth speakers and the rims and all that stuff he's got, but those knives were something else, man.
Justin, we gotta have a talk.
Look, all right, dude.
We gotta have a talk one day.
It's not like I'm gonna raffle off my federal license for my suppressor. Though that could catch a high price there.
Oh, it definitely would.
So are you guys familiar with Lightning Round?
No.
It's a fun time. All right. So we're gonna move into Lightning Round here. Lightning Round is it's a fun time, so you guys, and both of you guys are gonna play along in this one. All right.
We're gonna ask you some questions, and you name the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yes. And
Don't think about it. Just fly off the top of your head.
that's right. And Lightning Round is brought to you by our good friends over at Branded Pop-Up Canopies. If you are You guys, hey, look, if you guys are looking for that brand you want to have and you want to set under, this is who you get a hold of. If you're a co-sponsored rider and you want that factory feel, this is who you get a hold of, and they'll get that canopy for you. Make sure you check them out, and you can get your favorite canopy from brandedpopup.com. All right, Craig.
All right, for the lightning round there, first question. Last movie you liked so much that you watched it twice?
What was it?
He won't stop watching A Star Is Born.
The new one? The newest
Over
one?
and over again, yeah.
I broke my
That's the bigger pump track practice.
scapula on, what was it?
Yeah.
I broke my face at the pump track. So I watched A Star Is Born probably.
On repeat. Like, he probably knows every line in that movie.
Perfect.
Dave Chappelle did a good job in that movie.
How about
yeah, he was
Lexi, your favorite movie that you've watched that you like so much you watched twice?
I don't know. I really liked Avatar. The new Avatar that just came out.
It's pretty solid. I'll go with that one.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go Lexi first and then Chris second. Favorite sport other than BMX?
Ooh, that's easy. It's gonna be softball. That was my main sport before BMX.
All right, Chris.
I mean, racing just in general, but it kind of introduced me to softball, and I kind of
started playing some slow pitch.
Yeah, I got excited about it.
All right.
Okay, here you go. One place you would like to travel to that you have never been.
It looks really cool. We have a friend who's been like traveling over there, and she just posted pictures.
Okay.
And it looks incredible.
All right.
Chris?
I don't know. Somewhere overseas. Maybe Russia.
I wouldn't recommend it right now, but yeah, I'm with you. All right.
Go to Amsterdam, man. I mean, you know.
Beautiful. It'd be great too.
All right. Craig, you got the next one. This is a good one.
What was the last thing that you Googled for Lexi?
Probably furniture-related items. I work at a furniture store, so
cool.
That was probably it. Nothing interesting.
Lexi, have you ever heard of that company called Lovesack?
Yes.
Yeah, I interviewed there for a district manager job.
They have those sectionals?
Yeah, you can
build
whatever you want.
They got speakers in them and everything.
Dude, yeah,
Yep.
They have incredible stuff there. If it wasn't so expensive, that's what my living room would be.
And they don't, for what they cost to what they pay, not right at all. Nope.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Chris is over there Googling right now. Like,
what do you got, Chris?
I'm in a dirt bike phase right now.
Ooh,
okay.
So I actually looked up like a new dirt bike today.
A new dirt bike?
Which one is that?
Kawasaki Green.
Oh,
the new 2024 Kawasaki KX450.
All right.
Ah, nice.
I'm sure he didn't mention the fact that we just bought some Kawasaki 110s like a month ago.
Nope.
Well, that's a 110. He wants to go to a 450. So
I know.
It's a stout jump.
Yeah.
That's been my recovery. I come home from work and we just
rip the dirt bikes?
Yeah, we hop on the 110s and we're gone for like an hour and a half just riding. We're backed up to like kind of a desert out here.
Mm-hmm.
So we can literally, I think,
endless trails.
We ride 20 to 25 miles.
Nice.
So it's pretty fun.
Awesome. Okay. So, we're going to make the next question just for Lexi, and I'm going to make a little changes on it, all right?
Go for it.
So, just to let you know, the normal question is, what do you like to do on a date? But we're gonna modify it. Lexi, what is something you would like to have happen, or a place to go? Like, what would you like for a date?
Let's see. Anything with like a nice dinner has been like super fun. It's hard to have a dinner that doesn't involve BMX conversations or dirt bikes or anything in that realm. So I don't know, maybe a night without that.
All right.
Where was your?
Just a minute.
So is BMX what brought you and Chris together? Is that what you?
It is, yeah. We were both on Fall Risk together.
Oh, okay.
And that's how we met.
Cool.
All right.
Very simple.
All right, here's a tough one. All right. What is the one sport you would never try? The one sport you would never try.
It's not super popular, but I'm going to say kickball. Because when we started playing slow pitch softball, that was like his thing. He wanted to do kickball so bad, and I don't know why, but I have zero interest in it. It doesn't look nearly as fun as anything else.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you stopped playing kickball after elementary school. I mean.
Exactly. So, like, they're having adult leagues is mind-blowing to me.
How about you, Chris?
I don't have an answer for this one.
You do anything?
I love everything. I'll do anything. Soccer,
Skydive.
tennis.
Oh,
Golf.
Skydive's on the list.
You know, skydiving is on the bucket list.
Oh, it's on the bucket list. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I actually just started riding like intense roller coasters. I was scared before.
You are much more braver than I am because there's no
Yeah.
goddamn way I'm getting on one of them.
I'll blast a 35-foot triple, but when it comes to like
A roller coaster drop?
I get a little scared.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. When I had somebody ask me one day, they're like, "You race BMX and you afraid of a roller coaster?"
Goddamn right.
Yes, yes, I am.
And it totally was ruined one year at Vegas when my friends like, we're going to go on this roller coaster. It's on the top of this casino.
Oh, fuck that.
And I said, look, does it do a loop? And he says, no, it doesn't. And it did. It did. And after that, I'm like, no, all I am is a professional bag holder at this point. And we got like, how far is Cedar Point from here?
It's
2.5
hours
hours.
and like 45 minutes.
Yeah, they got like all kinds
It's
of
right by
coasters.
Ray's.
Yeah, it's right by Ray's,
We
just
could
for the
do both.
record, you guys. All right, next question for you guys. Damon, you got this one.
Where we at? I did that one.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I get.
One sport is Craig's turn.
Oh, sorry.
What is your favorite television show?
Right now, Shameless. We are just
Oh.
binge watching Izzy.
Great show.
I mean,
Cool.
aside from that, I think I would watch The Office on repeat, though.
Okay,
That's
that's
so
another
funny.
good one.
I'm with you. I'm
Yep.
with you. All right.
This you, Justin.
You're
You didn't ask Chris.
Oh yeah, Chris
she kind of answered.
Oh,
I
for
thought
both.
she answered for him. Chris, you got a different one than Shameless?
or The Office.
No, like I said, we've been watching Shameless. We're almost done with Manifest.
That was a good one
I
too.
have not watched that one yet.
They just posted, I think, the last
The season finale.
like the last 5 or 8 episodes. But I'm really really excited for Yellowstone to come back.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a question. I got a question for you though. You gonna watch it with the cowboy hat on?
I always do.
That's a new tradition. I got to start then.
He's not lying. I got pictures.
I would like to make my way to Yellowstone and actually,
Montana?
and visit there.
You know you can stay at the ranch that they film at.
Oh, no way.
Crazy expensive.
It is insanely expensive, but you can. Yeah. I looked that one up and was like, well, that's like the 19th thing I do if I hit the lottery.
That's another fun fact. The Christmas Story house is right by Ray's.
A Christmas Stories house, right?
You can
there,
stay
Rose?
at that one.
You can stay there?
Yeah, it's like $395 a night.
That's cheaper than the Dutton Ranch.
Yeah.
Is that one in Montana?
The Dutton Ranch?
No. The Christmas
Sto-
story.
It's
No,
in
it's-
Cleveland.
Yeah, it's literally around the corner from Ray's.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes away.
Oh.
And the Transformers, that dude that built all the life-size Transformers, that display is 8 blocks from Ray's.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I haven't seen that one.
He worked on the movie, and he stole from the first movie. He stole some of the parts, and then he just kept making them. So you can go see, and like they have cops there that direct traffic, like just like he's talking about with Christmas Story. So you have this big Transformer exhibit he sets up at Christmas, like all of them.
Yeah.
You ain't been to
That'd
that
be
one?
cool. No, I
Oh.
that's the first time I heard of that.
I feel like
you're
you
gonna
guys
take me
got a
there.
lot of cool stuff back there.
Well, here's the thing about the Midwest. We brag about the cool things, and we just ignore the fact that some cities still can't have good drinking water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. Anyway.
Well, we can't get our potholes fixed in our
Oh,
roads.
my God. If you guys ever come here, rent a car. Do not bring your own because you're going to blow the struts and shocks out of that thing. Ask Billy from Gate 9. He'll tell you.
When they ask you for that insurance on their rent a car, you should get it.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, get it so you can light it on fire. Yeah, absolutely. Agreed.
But the funny thing about that insurance, if you do have an accident and the vehicle gets fixed, the days that, if you don't get the insurance, the days that car's out of service, they charge your insurance for it.
I feel like this is a story we need to talk about later, but we're going to go to the next question here. We're going to go Chris first. If you could pick any superpower, what would it be?
Superpower. Probably fly.
Okay. Lexi?
Maybe like invisibility.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay, good one.
Okay, here we go. Aluminum, carbon, or chrome moly? Which do you prefer for your bikes?
For everything or like for certain parts?
BMX.
Your BMX bike. What do you prefer? Your frame?
I don't think I've ever ridden a carbon frame.
She's never been on a carbon.
But I've only ever had carbon wheels, and I love those.
Okay.
All right.
I would say competitive aluminum. But if I'm out just having fun like Nick, definitely chromoly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice.
I like it.
So, next question. If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be? Go with Lexi first.
Buy Apple.
Yeah. Huh?
No, I'm just being silly. I said buy Apple stock.
Not a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe just put more effort into training consistently. I feel like I like getting slumps, and I feel like if I push through all of those, I'd be a lot farther than where I am now.
Okay. How about you, Chris?
I would say stay at the BMX track.
You did leave.
I left for a little while. And not that my life was bad, but I think just being a part of BMX and being around it.
It was good for you?
Yeah, it's good for you. It makes you a better person. You get to meet a lot of good people.
Nice. Okay, here we go. Favorite guilty pleasure?
Definitely unhealthy food. I love Cheetos. It's my go-to.
They're so good.
Oh.
I get hooked on soda for some reason.
Soda's a rough one.
Yeah. All right, so what's your soda of choice then?
Coke. Like I said, I work construction, so it's like it's easy to get.
Yeah.
Like, hey, where are we eating? I'm like, there's not a ton of places to eat, and then
need the caffeine rush to make it the rest of the day.
yeah, exactly. Like, I could go for a soda right now.
I'm with
Or
you.
my boss, like, yeah, let me get a soda. I'm like, I don't want one.
All right.
Self-control.
So this is gonna be a good one because I'm just gonna give the question to Lexi to answer on Chris though. Okay. So typically here's how we would ask the question is what's the most annoying thing about you? However, we're gonna let you answer for Chris, and Chris gets to answer for you. So you go first, Lexi. What's the most annoying thing about Chris?
Oh, I don't know.
We got to ride in the same car on the way to track, right?
I'm gonna say his injuries.
Okay. Okay.
So he has
Or
like,
it's always in one.
Can I say my injuries too?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There you go.
He becomes ultra coach when he's injured, and it's different.
Yeah.
Different.
Melisa'd say the same thing about me. Just get grumpy and grouchy, for sure.
Just dying dry.
But I feel like if I'm not pushing the envelope, am I really doing it?
I like it.
It's a love-hate relationship with that statement.
Okay.
I hate being hurt, but I don't want to.
Ride timid?
Yeah, I don't want to ride timid. I don't want to have any regrets. I want to
He wants to send those 30-foot triples,
Yeah,
regardless of what it looks like.
I could die tomorrow. I don't want to die with anyone else.
All right. Now we'll flip the question to you. What's the most annoying thing about Lexi?
Can I put my injuries? I don't think she really has anything annoying.
Good answer.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
She does tell me to take it easy sometimes, which that's not my MO. I don't take it easy.
Perfect answer. All right.
So I guess that could be it.
All right.
Okay.
Fair.
Next question is your favorite band.
You can answer first.
I don't know. I listen to like everything. Rock, rap, country. Mostly country.
If you had to pick a rap group, who would it be?
A group or an actual rapper?
Either or.
Either, yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're taking it back. We're gonna take it back a little bit on this question. You got that one rap CD in your car that you got your two 12-inch kickers in the back. You banging down the street. What CD is it?
I can answer it for him.
Answer.
Any old school Eminem.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. How about you, Lexi?
Like in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in between. I'm on like a kick between like, of course, Morgan Wallen, just because he's super popular in the country right now.
Yeah,
But
he's all right.
also controversial Nickelback. We have a concert coming up, so I've been listening to a lot of that.
God damn, I love Nickelback.
So good.
I don't see what everybody's beef with Nickelback is.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know either, but man, they're awesome.
They're all right.
So good.
Don't
I'm
even
psyched.
start, dude. You
Not-
know you can drop that. You can drop some Nickelback.
I can.
When the night's getting a little slow at the club or the bar, it doesn't even matter. You throw a Nickelback on, shit gets wild. It gets out of control. Damon and I both DJ.
All right. This is one of my favorite questions. Let's
Yes.
see. Okay, here we go. Being the fat kid that I am, what is your favorite cookie? I mean, what is that one? It's 10 o'clock at night. You're watching Yellowstone or whatever. You need that snack. What is that cookie with that ice cold glass of milk?
Sugar cookies.
There you go.
Oh,
Yes.
money.
That is my favorite.
But a soft sugar cookie.
Yeah. Oh, most definite.
Very particular about it.
It has to be soft.
So you go with the Pillsbury that you bake yourself. That way you can adjust it.
Under them.
Yes. I'm with you on that.
All right.
Nice. Same with you, Lexi?
I'm more of like a homemade chocolate chip kind of person. Same thing though, like undercook them, make them soft.
Yes. And an ice cold glass of vitamin D
Of
milk.
milk, yeah.
Whole milk. I don't want no 2%. I want regular whole milk. You know. I'm with you on that. Yes. Very good.
Great answers. Great answers. All right. So the next thing, we'll ask this to Lexi first. What's one thing that people are generally surprised to find out about you? Aside the fact that you race BMX, like what's something that they're like, oh, wow, maybe you have a hidden talent or something like that. Like what is it that sometimes people are like, oh, wow.
I don't know. Nothing comes to mind on that one. I mean, BMX alone. I know you said no BMX, but that's mind-blowing. People who
Would it be?
don't know what
Okay.
it is.
All right. That's fair. How about you,
I go
Chris?
to work and people are like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I ride bikes. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm going to show them a video and they're like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're like, oh, like motorcycles? We're like,
No.
No, the ones that you pedal.
Sorry.
How about you, Chris?
Probably,
Sorry, go.
probably music. People ask me, oh, what kind of music listen to? Like rock? Or I'm like, oh, I listen to country. And they're like, what?
It's the beard, bro. It's what it is. Totally.
They're like, oh, you listen to like Slayer? I'm like, no, I listen to country.
All right.
Okay. All right, here we go. We touched on this a little bit earlier. What is your favorite Supercross rider?
I'm gonna say Eli Tomac.
Nice.
All right. How about Lexi?
Lexi?
Jason Anderson.
Great pick.
Nah.
Nah, Tomac.
Do you think Tomac's gonna make a comeback?
He got that guaranteed money. And he don't have to, but I feel like because I'm a fan, I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he wants to come back to show that he can win that overall. I do. Yeah. I hope so. I think it'll be this year, but he's got to do it. I mean, he's got to do it again, and he ain't the youngest kid.
No.
Next question: is Jet gonna destroy Chase in 450?
Ooh.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
Unequivocally, yes. I don't have a hesitation. That kid, both of them are on a different level. It's insane. You going to Redbud?
Oh, I'll go. Yeah.
You're
I've
going?
never been there.
You've never been there?
No, I live in Michigan and I've never been there. It's crazy.
If there's a way I could take you off the camera, I would right now.
Well, dude, I got a lot cooler friends now, so hey.
I don't think that I can help you out there.
Yeah.
Like I can give you the website where to buy the ticket.
I mean, I see Jet doing it, but it's gonna take him a year or so.
It's done this year.
Nope.
It's done this year, dude.
I say next year.
Did you watch last weekend?
No, I was working.
Unbelievable.
I think he'll walk away with the outdoors.
I do, 100%. Yeah. But he didn't do it, on the 450. So he's not going to get the overall. But yeah, he's got it, 100%. Yeah.
No, like I said, I give him a year for especially taking it for the indoors. I give him a year.
Do you prefer the like the speedway supercross races or the indoors, or like stadium style? Doesn't matter.
I would say indoor.
I think the stadiums are more fun to watch. I don't know. The other ones are such like a weird layout.
Yeah.
The smell of the fuel.
No, indoor.
Dude, that was the thing when I was down at Tampa and I saw the Supercross outside.
I was there.
I'm like, I don't smell it.
Oh, wait.
And then when we got to Detroit's indoors. I'm like, there it is. There it is.
Was that the one in the Tampa Stadium?
Yeah. It was great. Like the viewing was better than the Detroit, but like you didn't get the indoor side.
You didn't get that race fuel high?
No. I was bitter.
I was at the Atlanta one, and it was like one-sided view. Like it just was a different environment.
Isn't it nice?
You guys got to go to. You went to Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Correct.
That one's a football stadium, so
we were scheduled to go to Anaheim 1, and I threw my back out like the week before.
Man, you just getting all busted up over there.
Pro tip for you, because at Tampa I went with Brian Fell, and he just rented a little scooter, and they let us cut to the front of the line for everything. So it doesn't make like the next injury, just rent a scooter. And they let you sit closer, cut the front of the line, whatever you want to do. It's perfect. The only thing what's that?
We already talked about like traveling, like hop in the wheelchair or get to the front of the line.
Get on the plane quicker.
Yep.
I think my last time flying home from Florida, I watched a dude legit get wheeled up.
Yeah.
It was my last time flying home. Remember I was putting in the chat?
Yep.
The dude like came in and he's sitting in the wheelchair and they called boarding. The homie just stood up and walked off his wheelchair. And I remember sitting there like, I can't believe this just happened. Yeah, because it was, it was Punta Gorda. Yep. Okay. All right, we got a couple more questions, and we'll wrap her up.
We got peanut butter. Do you prefer crunchy or creamy?
I'm crunchy. She's creamy. She wants to get the charger.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Last question. Your favorite Wednesday night live stream podcast show? It's in the lower right corner.
It's a hard one, but I'm going to have to go with All Things BMX.
All right. Perfect. Oh, that is perfect. Hey, look, we appreciate you spending time with us this evening. And before we go, I got to check with you guys because I know you got practice this evening. If you got time to hang out, if you guys got to take off, it's perfectly fine. Let me know. We've got our Newsmaker segment and next week's guest and so on and birthdays. So if you guys got to take off for practice, just let us know. But we want to say thanks for joining us this evening. And if you can hang out with us, we got a few more segments we're going to do, and you can join us with us.
A few minutes.
Yeah, we got a few minutes.
All right. And if you guys got to jump off at any time, it's perfectly fine. Totally understand. And we are going to move in to our Newsmaker segment. We want to thank 110 Nutrition for helping us out with the Newsmaker segment. So our first bit of Newsmaker that we're going to go to. You got that, Reed?
Yeah, we got Where the Captain Is. In support of friends of the show, Nick and Lindsay Long, we will be letting our viewers and listeners know where they are. We'll be teaching clinics on deck. Next time you will see the captain, make sure you stop by and get a raffle ticket for the Duffel Bag Dash, and make sure you visit them in South Park also. Currently, the clinics, there's none on deck just right now, though. Right?
Right. Well, hey, most important thing, buy your tickets for the raffle, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Get the raffle tickets for the Duffel Bag Dash.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. And
South Park, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're going to be somewhere, like they'll be
somewhere.
Yeah, before that. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I try to keep track of the whole thing by his Facebook page, and
what was
sometimes it's
that?
a little rough.
Maybe they'll be in Reno because it's a pro race?
Yeah, well, they'll definitely be in the pro races, but most importantly, go on his social media page, get your raffle tickets. That's super important. All right, our next little bit of news is coming from DL himself. The guy that you take a training class from, you're going to end up puking. Right here, DL BMX 1. He's got his 2023 summer camp lineup out there for you. So if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out right now. He's got some stops he's going to be doing. And, as DL says, look, there's no reason to pay for an experience. Make sure you get what your money's worth. You can join him in Cape Coral. It's going to be June 12th to the 16th. He'll be at Yukon BMX. He'll be in Louisville, Hornets Nest. It's $300 if you do the whole camp, $80 a day, pay cash. We're going to put the link in the chat and show notes for you so you guys can check it out and find out the closest place for you. I personally recommend this because if you are, it's one of the better training classes you're going to take. All right. And Damon, you want to let them know about the next bit?
Yeah, the Antonio Bellavista Memorial shirts. Great friend. He was a great friend of the show. So make sure you check out his shirts. They're $20 plus shipping. Deadline is 6/16/23. So make sure you get your order in for the shirts. Every $10 will help go support the family.
Good cause right there.
Yep.
And I'll hit this one. I put it in there for you. Our Stephen Latchford GoFundMe. So yeah, if you guys were down at Music City, you know all about this one. Steve took a gnarly crash in 3640 Cruiser. It was the main event, and this is his GoFundMe. You guys can help him out. And as the whole show said last week, it doesn't matter if it's $1, $5. It all adds up. Help out a fallen BMXer, and we'll put the link for the GoFundMe in the show notes and in the chat. It's well worth helping him out. All right, so that's our good friend Stephen Latchford of the show. Make sure you guys help him out. And with that, if you guys got any news of your track, or you got something going on that you're putting on a pro-am, or heck man, whatever it is, share it with the show at info@allthingsbmxshow.com. Now, Craig, typically this is the time we do the trivia, but trivia is on pause. Okay. And it's on pause because Melissa's out right now. She had surgery done, and so we're not going to do it.
All right.
Because look, we do a terrible job.
Yeah.
Like horrible job of trying to do trivia when Melissa's not here. Okay. So we're going to slide into next week's guest. If you want to let them know, Craig.
So join us next week on June 14th. We're going to have Scott Yokele. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, will be joining us to talk on All Things BMX Show.
There you go. He, big time pro from back in the day with the Schwinn Group and DK Midwest Pro. It'll be a good show. Chatting with him, catching up with him. Fun time. So we're going to talk about our showcase segment that we normally do right here, and so I want to let you guys know. Currently, showcase, it's kind of under construction, all right? So typically in a showcase segment, this is where we talk about other, podcasts, other live stream shows, zines. We're putting them at the beginning of the show so everyone can see them. And what we're going to bring you is next week, because we've got enough of them stacked up, we're going to do local track check-ins. So if you want to do a local track check-in, let us know. We'll ship you out the questions, and we'll have you film your local track check-in. And we're going to be showcasing those in our BMX Showcase segment that's brought to you by Answer BMX. It's going to be good. We've got about 8 of them stacked up, so I wanted to make sure that we had plenty of them before we start the segment. And it's cool. So tracks, we got them from California, Florida, Michigan, all over the place already. So it'll be a good time. Who wants to do birthdays?
It's crazy.
Well, I can do them.
You want to try them?
Yeah, I'll take over for Chris.
You're going to try to take over for Chris? All right. It is time for birthdays. Birthdays are brought to you by On Two Wheels. This is the time we like to shout out those that have birthdays.
Happy birthday to Amanda Beer and Josh Brunt, Herschel Brown, Chris Stevens, Alan Ciatis. We have Dylan Reeder, Chad Hall, Tyler Brown, Robert Horn, and Nick Valencia, Stephen Lukash, Chris Beer, Frank Nuccio.
Thanks for picking that up for me.
Brian Bonet, Gustavo Oliveira, Sebastian Schillinger, Ralph Meyer, Trisha Jennings, Stephanie Haxer, and Joe Harris. We have Amanda Sullivan, Steve Gray, Michael Farrett, Randy Moore, Josh Moore, and DJ Psycho.
Yes, what's up?
That's a happy birthday. That's a long list.
It was super long, dude.
Yeah.
And Stephanie, that had a birthday on there. I was her maid of honor in her wedding.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a funny story. I didn't wear a dress or anything, but it's like I had to sign the marriage certificate.
Is that would be considered like, yeah, you're in there with the bridesmaids.
Yeah, I had to sign. Yeah, I was. Anyway, man, that's gonna wrap it up for this evening. We're gonna toss it over to Lexi and Chris. You guys, you want to give some shout outs and thanks? Go ahead. It's on you guys right now.
Thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate it.
That was a great time, man. Hope to have you guys on again soon.
Sounds
good. Good to have you.
And then over the wintertime when you guys are not riding, come on out to Ohio for the Old Fools race at Race.
Yeah.
Weekend. I'm sorry, Old Fools weekend and race.
I'm down for Cedar Point. Like, all of that sounds so fun.
There's a wicked pump track across the street or lake. No.
Yeah.
Is it a lake? Whatever.
Oh, the Dayton one.
Yeah.
There's a brand new Dayton one.
No. The one that Ritz built when he was on the show. He's talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's right across from Cedar Point. He's got a pump track right there too. But we can make a whole 2 days out of this when you guys get out here, okay?
We'll have to do it.
Yeah, we're definitely down.
I'm gonna make sure we run a hearse and drive them around in a hearse. That'll be the sweetest thing ever.
Riding a bike, I'm down.
Yeah. Thank you guys again for joining us. It was a great time having you on the show this evening. Chris, thanks so much. Lexi, thanks again. And we look forward to having you on soon. You guys, again, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you guys soon, all right?
Bye-bye.
Man, that was awesome having it's good times, man. I love the idea of the Pro Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, how cool was that, dude? Like, that was awesome, man.
He's got some good ideas, and it's good to see.
We need Pro Cruiser
How
back.
cool is it to have your wife in the elite women's class?
Melissa's the producer of the show, dude.
Yeah.
You can't get any higher than that. I mean, there's like Pro, and then there's Melissa being the producer of this show.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm not saying that because she's upstairs either.
I think she's definitely watching.
Yeah, for sure. Well, she's helping us get those ticks. Oh man, what a great night, man! It was a good time. Thanks again, Chris and Lexi. What do we got, man? I wanted to talk about this. I didn't get a chance to put it in the Newsmaker thing, we got a lot going on right here in the mitten, dude.
Yeah.
You were sending it over. We got the freestyle contest going on.
Yeah. There's so on Saturday they have the Flatland AFA, the American Flatland Association.
Right.
Modern skate and surf on Saturday, and then there's a big organized downtown ride, skate at a skate park jam. It's
dude, they're rolling deep in that thing.
Yeah,
like a lot of sponsors.
Yeah.
I heard we hitting like all the skate parks around the Detroit area.
I don't know about we. You got to work, but we might.
Oh, I'm gonna make it out to at least.
Oh, and then
for a little bit.
There was that one reminder that Waterford's not racing Saturday. Right?
Waterford's not racing Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be up in All Things BMX. We'll be in Traverse City on Sunday.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah. You going up there?
State qualifier. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm trying to get, I can't race, so.
Right.
But, well, I'm definitely gonna hit the next 3.
Okay.
And try and, do my best.
Yeah.
Roll the gate.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a good show, man. Thanks for
Damon
joining
and
us.
I are in the same class again.
Bro, how many people did you guys have in your class this past weekend?
13.
13?
2 racks.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, it was great.
Yeah.
Like, was it Moto? It was the one Dyer went into the first turn, foot down. Like, just bringing the old school heat, dude. Like, he's the TO of Lansing here in Michigan. Like, he just went in that first turn, like, foot down. It was awesome. You guys had, like, some of the coolest runs, man.
Yeah. Dave Court, he came out on top.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Chris Beard. I mean, he gave me a run for
Dude,
the money.
You guys had to go. You had to go to the scorers to find out who was in the main, right?
Yep. He gabbed me by 2 inches.
It was, first of all, as I said at the track, the scorers had the hardest job.
Yeah.
That was rough, man. It was rough. They worked hard.
There was big classes that they actually had to have letters at the state qualifier.
At a state qualifier. Let that set in.
And people were not complying. They weren't putting their letters on, so.
Dude.
Causing issues.
I remember like seeing like, they handed me the sheets to announce and I'm like 70. But then I'm seeing like what you just said, like you gotta put a letter.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I always say this, it sounds silly, but like they're chubby motos because like there's a lot of people in them.
Yeah.
It was great, man. It's a good sign. Like we got a lot of momentum here, and I mean, you guys know, like I spent the off season down in Florida. You guys, that's there, but like seeing what we've got going on here, like it's gonna be a good time, man. Like a really good time.
Yeah, people are excited for sure in the local scene here.
Yeah.
A lot of people getting involved, racing. I saw a lot.
Your guys' class is probably gonna be the hypest.
Yeah.
I can tell you, like from announcing with Paul and I, like that was one of the funnest ones, for sure, dude. Like it was.
It was, but I wasn't looking to have that many. I had to work, man. That was some bullshit.
You're gonna have to work, dude. Saturday, and then we got to do the drive up to Traverse City.
Yeah.
Well, there was a few people that weren't. I mean, like Jeff Milkey, he couldn't make.
He
that
wasn't
race.
there. That's a 14, 15. Like, dude, that class is gonna be massive when everyone shows up.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We need to figure out a way to do, like a 50 and over race.
What was that time again?
Yeah, like just whatever, like somewhere, wherever. Like we need to pick one of the tracks that we maybe not going to be a big turnout, but like put something together for sure.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, because like that's some fun stuff to announce, fun stuff to watch. Okay,
most definitely.
Well, Craig, I appreciate you. You made a hell of a drive to come over here this evening, man. Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully everything came out all right.
That was good, man. I had to adjust the mic, but it was good. It was all right. Yeah.
Good times.
Nobody's got side hacks, by the way, Zach. Look, appreciate everybody joining us this evening. Really appreciate Chris and Lexi Sutton joining us. It was a good time talking.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
Thanks
was
for
fun,
having me.
man. It was great having you here. Good talking with them. You guys know, man, if you want to join the after chat, you guys know the link. And if you don't, I'll put it in the chat. will be hanging out in there here in a few minutes.
Yeah, it was cool being Chris's stuntman.
Different here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, but like how many screens are in front of you right now?
There's 4. Yeah,
Right.
4 big ones.
Lights and everything, man. So, I mean, you did great, man.
Thank
Killed
you.
it. Yeah, it was fun.
I appreciate
Can't
it.
wait for you to come back again, man.
Cool.
Damon's
Thank you.
killing it back there, cutting it up, man. And let's wrap it up. Put a bow on it, man. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, look, man, as always, from all of us here at the All Things BMX show, thank you to everyone that joined us this evening. Thanks to Chris and Lexi Sutton for joining us, and our guest co-host, Craig, joining us, DJ Damon, Melissa, holding the things down upstairs. She's on IR, and Chris taking the night off, and, of course, our director of all things. I'm pretty going to change that. That's going to be his new title. Brian Fell, man, we appreciate everything you guys do, and we appreciate you guys that join us each and every week and watch the show. Everything's going to be on the Apple Podcast download and YouTube shortly. So you guys have a good night.
Have a good one. Thank you.
And as always, stay classy, BMX.